before you right now is the middle school choir. Many of them are in 6th grade, and they share their time. Half of the week they are in drama, and half of the week they are in choir. So they have a total of 20 rehearsals in the semester to put together a performance for you. I am exceedingly proud of the hard work that they have done in those 20 rehearsals. They not only are performing for you today, but they also performed at the International Festival. So they have done quite a bit of performing this semester, and I'm extremely proud. The first 5 students that you saw took the stage are in our 8th grade choir. And in addition to performing today and in performing at the International Festival, they also performed with the high school choir for their winter concert. So they're actually my most performed group, and I couldn't be more proud of the time and the dedication that they have put into. The voice, much like the instruments that you see when the band takes the stage, is also a musical instrument. And it takes time to learn how to breathe and how to get those beautiful sounds from nothing. So I'm extremely proud. Our 2 songs that we are going to perform for you this afternoon are Carol of the Bells, which is a Ukrainian Christmas carol, and the ever-popular Sleigh Ride, which ironically was written in July when the composers were trying to stay cool. So once again, sit back and enjoy all of the wonderful musicians that you have shared with us and that we are now having the chance to share back with you. Thank you.
Thank you. our concert this afternoon. We are the 6th grade beginning band. We have worked very hard to prepare these songs for you. The first song you heard was Jingle Bells.
Up now, each section is going to demonstrate their instrument. We begin with the woodwinds. First, the flutes will play Morning. After that, the clarinets are performing Skip to My Lou. Next, the saxophones will be playing Hot Cross Buns.
The trumpets will play Mozart Melody. After that, our trombones are playing Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Euphoniums and tubas will then play Rolling Along.
The first is My Dreidel. A dreidel is a four-sided top. It is used in a game played during the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. The second song is Ode to Joy, a classical song that was written by Beethoven. holiday sampler. This song is a medley of many different Christmas carols. It includes parts of O Come All Ye Faithful, O Come Little Children, Jingle Bells, Deck the Halls, and Good King Wenceslas. See if you can hear them all.
And briefly, before we perform our last song, that's just the beginning band, although you will hear these students again at the end of the concert, I think it's so impressive, and I want to call attention to the fact that these students just started playing in August. This is their first time for many of them playing an instrument, and I am so proud of how far they've come in such a short amount of time. They're really sounding like excellent young musicians, and I'm super proud of them.
This piece of music has two movements. The first is called chaconne. A chaconne is a series of variations over a short bass theme. The second movement is the light and lively march. We ask that you hold your applause until after we have finished playing march.
The next song we have to share with you is called The Nutcracker Swing. This is a jazzy version of the famous theme from the Christmas play, The Nutcracker. This song features several different soloists performing improvised solos. An improvised solo is one that is made up on the spot. Our soloists today are New Prayer, Jar Jar, Khan, Beep, Ivy, Crit, Vish, Pooh, Moon, and Mervin.
The exciting song has two different moods. It begins fast and exciting, before changing to slow and lyrical. It ends with the return of the fast, exciting part. To perform this song, we are joined by two of our 6th grade percussions, Gino and An.
choir band student in grades 6, 7, and 8. There are 80 musicians on stage right now. Our final song is called The Night Before Christmas, based on a poem of the same name. This will be narrated by an 8th grade choir student pair. It has lots of Christmas carols as well as interesting percussion sound effects. Thank you so much for joining us for our concert today. We hope you enjoy the show.
When all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had to settle down for a long winter's nap. What was the matter? Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. His coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As it drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. And he had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and he laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
So much for being here. Have a wonderful afternoon. Choir students, come on stage for one final bow. You have been such a wonderful audience. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate your support. And how about one final round of applause for the marvelous young musicians on stage.
And before we exit, we would like to applaud Miss Shelley and Miss Claudia for all the tremendous work with these musicians. With that, that's the close of our day. Enjoy Father's Day tomorrow, and thank you for attending such a wonderful